So now that you're one of these small, potentially bubble startups, and time is running out, you start looking for the exits. And that kind of segues into the panel a little bit. So let's talk about what the impact is on the exits and the new exits. So large acquirers, as I think our previous speaker is referring to, are basically just buying engineers. And the price on this ranges, but the market price seems to range from about $1 million per high-quality engineer to about $5 million per high-quality engineer. You approach that 5 price if you're all branded, you know, ex-PayPal people. If Google's doing the purchasing, they seem to be driving the market on the high end. But actually, even a lot of the acquisitions you see that are small, that are happening in the $2 million per engineer price range, are actually higher because those are acquisitions by private companies with relatively undervalued stock. So if you see, for example, Twitter or any hot startup making an acquisition, very often the people who are being acquired are doing their math in their head of what the stock is really worth. One of the side effects we're seeing is that mid-stage companies that are doing maybe 10, 20, 30 million revenue, pretty hot companies, still fairly far from an exit or an IPO, are going out there and raising rounds just to do small acquisitions for hiring. These are companies that don't need the cash, that are still reasonably far from an exit, but they'll go raise $50 million and they'll go do small acquisitions. So some of these startups are really becoming search firms, where you have a really intelligent recruiter who can pull together a group of people, show what they can do by building something out, show that they have the work ethic, show that they have the drive, bundle it all into one project, and then sort of get acquired / hired. And this is a workaround around the old problem where, as many of you know, a really, really talented person in this business can be worth 5 or 10x what a less talented person is worth. But whenever you put them in a big company, it's sort of all munched up. Like, for example, I don't know how many employees Google has, probably now 60 or 70,000. And probably their issue is that there's 5,000 amazing engineers in there. But good luck identifying which 5,000. Because once you just get that many people, it becomes hard to pull them out. So these startups are becoming search firms that extract the best engineers and prove what they can do, and then they get acquired back for what they're worth.